You're up. It's time.
Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, is now an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is caught in a compromise. One of the key foes in this uncertain time is a mysterious figure known as the Winter Soldier. The Good. I really like the way that this movie does its action. Not everybody can be uber badasses like Captain America, so there is heavy use of guns in this movie. At the same time though, there is a lot of close-up, personal, intense fist-fighting, which is really awesome. Be it the witty banter between characters or the Stan Lee cameos, Marvel's got a certain cheeky feeling that encompasses all of their cinematic universe movies, and I love it. As fun as this movie does like to be though, it's also very seriously toned for a lot of it. This is not one of those just another adventure from each individual superhero to tide you over until Avengers 2. No, there are a lot of major game changers in this movie that warped my expectations of what could possibly happen in the future movies. Certain structural things are changed dramatically, and as such, I don't know what to expect. And that's just how I like it. The main attraction, of course, is the character of Captain America. I really like Steve Rogers as a character. He's the ultimate fish out of water, you could say. He's a guy from the 1940s, a time where people trusted each other a lot more than they do now, where there are a lot more secrets being kept by the government, even by S.H.I.E.L.D. And Rogers is so fiercely loyal to his very admirable ideals that he's having a hard time coping with this and finding his place in the world. And that arc made for some awesome character development. The IFFY. Though he's not as important as I thought he'd be on a grander scale, the Winter Soldier on a more personal level is a very important character, so don't write him off. After seeing this movie, it's come to my attention that there are two credit teasers. The first one takes place after the stylized credits, which show up directly after the movie is over, and it is probably the more important of the two. However, if you stay until the end of all the credits, there is another teaser which, while not as important, could be satisfying and tease your curiosity a little bit. The Bad. Sketchy elements about S.H.I.E.L.D. were hinted at in the Avengers movie but weren't touched upon very long because, bigger stuff was happening at the time. They're able to expand upon this in this movie, which is good, but at the same time, I feel like it's starting to become weird to follow S.H.I.E.L.D.'s whole agenda and the up and down roller coaster it takes. Like, are they the good guys or are they truly the problem, etc.? And speaking of are they the problem, I will not spoil it, but I will say that the conspiracy within S.H.I.E.L.D. was kind of a lazy decision as for who they decided the villain would be. The verdict? This movie has a lot of things. Intense conflict, great character development, fun action, fun comedy, and a lot of big game changers for the future of the Marvel Universe. It just proves that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is a very worthy phenomenon to keep up with. This is Detective Steve, and I've got a microphone.